Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. Here we are continuing our operations adventure for the year of 2026. Just something I made up. Anyways, yes, continuing operations. I got finally catch up to Edpl. They're taking off. They are headed southbound with 10 cars. And we're going to have the power here for our turn, Eddh. District number 3, L02. I'm kind of playing around with some different symbols. But initially it's Eddh, which is East Deerfield Yard to Deerfield Hatfield. And they are about to connect to their train and head south to Deerfield. You can see Fred hanging out on the front stoop of the locomotive there, the lead locomotive. I am also using my proto throttle for this operations, as these two are paired up nicely. And we're going to be switching, let's see, 3 industries in Deerfield, or South Deerfield. And then we have like 2 industries in Hatfield to switch. However, since the layout isn't complete on that side yet, we just kind of imagined that they switched those industries and before we head back to Eddy. So the train's going to be crossing Elm Street in South Deerfield momentarily. See we got a semi truck just sitting there. There's a couple other vehicles as well. Here they come. At this time, we're going to pull our train onto the main line, as we will be switching out CPS first, then we will be doing a runaround and switching out Harris rebar. We got to drop off. We had to set out a couple of cars though. We only need the cars for the industries we're switching at the moment. So we're backing down the CPS. We're going to pick up those 2 covered hoppers. And shoving those cars back down. There's Fred. Doing a great job, Fred. Keep up the good work. And then we're going to spot our 2 drop-offs to be unloaded. And we gotta pull these cars forward some so we can pass the switch, allowing us to do our runaround or complete our runaround, so we can switch out Harris rebar. There we go. So we have time and track, I believe. I know I always ask this. If that's correct or not. I've heard the term time and track before, so where you get like an allotted amount of time to do whatever you need to do. So we're gonna go with that. If I'm wrong, I stand corrected. You can drop a comment if whoever watches this video knows a little more than I do. That's fine. I would appreciate it, so I could do the operations in a more prototypical manner, I guess. And bang. Burr Stewart would have liked that bang. That was a good one, if I do say so myself. Got the Fred there through the switch. We're going to back down the spur now and collect our 2 pickups. There he is right there again, guiding us. And 10 feet. Bang. Okay, good connect. There we go, pulling these guys out. Push them back, get them out of the way. This was a fun operations for me. There's Fred again. I haven't done, it's been a while since I've done the EDDH operations. And now we're shoving the 2 drop-offs. Drop them down. It's a little bare right now because there's hardly any scenery. But the actual operations. Look at Fred hanging on. Good job, Fred. You better hang on to that car. Don't fall off like Tom did. Yeesh. Actually, I think he did all right. But this operations, I did have a lot of fun with it. I had a couple of hiccups with some of the rail joiners. Sorry if I blocked that. So I had to stop videoing for a minute and solder some joints together for connections, but not a big deal. So we're connecting to those cars. We're just leaving those there for now. And we are gonna go connect. We're gonna cross Elm Street. Or no, we're not. I'm sorry. What are we doing here? Oh, maybe I am doing a runaround. Okay, so I think I'm doing a runaround. Okay, maybe not. No, I'm getting my pickups first. Okay, disregard what I just said. We're getting our pickups at Pelican. That's what we're doing. And then I believe I'm going to add them to the cars that are on the main line with our other pickups. Bang. That spur track there for Pelican was one of the excuse me, problem areas I had to take care of. Got her working nonetheless though. Okay, we're gonna shove these 2 pickups with the rest of our pickups and then I believe we are going to get the cars we need for Pelican. That's, yep, okay. We're crossing Elm Street again. Okay, so now we're going to pull these two cars onto the siding. We're going to uncouple. And we're going to complete a run around, as you see now. And we're shoving these cars back to the other cars that are across Elm Street in South Deerfield. Blowing our horn. I was debating on if I wanted to have Fred protect crossing or not, but we have technically railroad crossing lights there, so anywho, bang. And we're going to shove those cars back as we don't need them at the moment, so we got to clear the road. And then we're going to make our way to these two drop-offs, and we're going to shove them back, drop them off in their correct spots. So here's a different shot, like at eye level, how I have my siding kind of going down lower than the main line. And you can see in front of you too the spur track for CPS. So I basically just use like layers of cardboard, some cork, a little bit of thin cork that you can get at the Dollar Tree, those little thin cork sheets, and then I just kind of layer it out with the with some cereal box cardboard, nice thin cardboard, until I get the height that I like, you know, the grade that I like, and after that, just glue it down and nail it down if you need to. So we got our first drop off. We're gonna pull forward a couple feet there, well, probably like 20 feet, 30 feet maybe, 40 feet, I don't know, give or take. And that'd be that. All right. At this moment in time, I believe we are going to go collect our cars. Oh, what do we got here? It's like somebody's getting busted for something on Elm Street in South Deerfield. I didn't hear anything going off the scanner. That's alright. Doesn't affect us. Alright, we got a green light to continue to Hatfield. Yeah, this guy, I don't know. Looks like they're interrogating him right there. They got the police dog and everything. Ay, ay, ay. Okay, so at this point, we're basically going to Hatfield. We're going to switch out C&S Wholesale Grocers. Turf Care products, and then they're gonna, you know, do their run around and then head back to the yard. They do have to hold up for an Amtrak train, passenger train that's got a priority. So hope you all have enjoyed the ops. Stay tuned for the next one where we see Eddh making its way back into the yard and some yard work. I believe CSX Interchange is going to be heading out as well. So, thanks everybody for stopping by. Hope you enjoyed again. You know, please like, share, subscribe if you're not already. Take care, stay safe. Happy modeling. Rail Fan Man signing out.